Stan Gibilisco here. It is 23 January 2018, and I am right now on my downstairs computer, which is the main computer on which I do all my work and keep all my personal data, and also which happens to be disconnected from the internet. I'm currently backing up all my document files, all of my pictures, and all of my videos on an external hard drive, and I am backing up all my documents on an external flash drive or thumb drive. Once I'm finished with that, and it takes a little while to do that, there's a lot of stuff there, I will take those items over to my safe deposit box and exchange them with an identical set of, well, not identical now, but when I'm done making the backups, it will. So I have two redundant backups, one of them off-site on two different types of media. And I do this every quarter, 4 times a year, usually in January, July, October, and then again in January. I rotate them between the safe deposit box and home, and in that way I hope to preserve my data in such a way that if something happens to any of it, or even if I end up having to leave this house for some reason, I will have backups of all the work that I've ever done in my whole life on computers. Archives, I call it. I call it the data archiving process, quarterly data archiving process. In addition to that, I do a more or less weekly document backup process, and I do that on a thumb drive, which I keep at home, and also create a CD-R every week, which I exchange again with safe deposit of all of my backups for documents. So I'm pretty thorough about that. I'm just hoping that maybe someday, I have twice, on 2 occasions, I have in fact needed those archives and current backups. That happened when computers actually, their hard drives actually failed. One time, I think it failed because I had to reinstall the whole operating system because of a hacker who disguised himself as a computer repair or maintenance technician online. That's why I had the word Omni Mugu, and this was one of those Mugu type things, a scammer, and he caught me. He can catch anyone. These or she, they can catch anyone. And as time progresses, I'm becoming less and less engaged with the internet, and perhaps eventually may become entirely disengaged. And yes, that would mean I wouldn't have a YouTube channel anymore, or I very likely might not have one, or would contribute to it only very rarely. I'm thinking about moving way out to the boondocks somewhere. The way our society here in the United States is going, if I had the physical strength, I'd even consider emigration. Iceland being my favorite, but that's neither here nor there. The idea is to keep my data safe from destruction by hackers and scammers. It's not a totally foolproof system. There is no such thing anymore. The internet is a dangerous place and getting worse and worse and worse. And rather than getting more and more and more engaged with it, I am getting less and less and less engaged with it. With the exception, of course, of YouTube videos. Stan Gibilisco is signing off. Until next time, so long.